ये जो ग्राफ है वो आपको नेक्स्ट सेमिस्टर में पढ़ा हुआ। मैंने बोला था परमिसिबल लिम्फोसिट फाइब्रोसिस एंड ब्रेकअप फ्रीक्वेंसी निकाल के वी गिव सर्टिफिकेट फॉर इंडस्ट्रियल बिल्डिंग। So here different graph we use for it is given in the white diagram also. It is modified version is given in IS 277 जो मशीन प्रोडक्ट की बात करें। तो ये सेम ग्राफ फॉर स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल बिल्डिंग, ये ग्राफ का फोटो ले लो। Note down whatever circuit.
Okay, so let's start with some fundamental of the vibration. Okay, we have already studied in UG. Yeah, sorry, you are from civil. Yes. Okay, so let's start with the fundamental. I have one screen. Okay, it is M at one side and 3 at another side. Okay, and I have one mass. That is M. Okay. So now, if I attach this mass M to the free end, so what will happen is M have a M into G force, and this is spring which is elastic bond. Okay. So if I attach this mass at end of the free end, at end of the free side, so what will happen? Just stiffness K. So this is initial condition of the spring. This is our final condition of the spring. So we can see that because of this mass mg, spring is deflected by delta spring. Okay. Now, so at this is nothing but a specific SAP equilibrium position. Okay. Now, if we go for a force balance equation, if we apply force balance equation, because if system is in equilibrium, so at any stage force summation of force is 0 and summation of moment is 0. Okay, so if we apply force balance equation, so what will happen? This is stiffness K. It's a deflection of the spring. Electrostatic is a deflection of the spring because of mass mg, and this is mg. So our equation will be K delta static is equal to M into G. Okay. So suppose if you are not aware about stiffness of the spring, so you can easily find out stiffness of the spring by performing this experiment, because you can easily measure mass. Okay, G is a constant. Delta static you can measure it. Okay. So from this equation you can easily determine stiffness of elastic bond. Okay. So this is static equilibrium position. Okay, SAP. Now what happens then? Now this body is in rest condition. Okay. Now if you deflect this mass further in downward direction or upward direction. Okay. So first of all, here we have to make some assumptions. First we are assuming that there is no losses. Friction force or say drag force or say that there are certain losses in the structure also. So there is no losses. Second is this is single degree of freedom system. So now what is single degree of freedom system? So there is one equation that degree of freedom is equal to degree of freedom Tm minus J. Okay. Now what is J? Now n is the number of particles. What is J? J is the number of constraint. Okay. So our first assumption is we are assuming that there is no losses. Second is this is single degree of freedom system. So how we can call it this system as a single degree of freedom system? So we are allowing only one movement in one direction only, this direction. We are not allowing movement in this direction as well as this direction. So we can say that these two are constrained. Okay, this particle is not moving in this direction as well as in this direction. So number of constraints are 2. What is M? M is nothing but the number of particles. So this is one single particle. So 3 into 1 minus 2. So that is 1. So we can call it as a single degree of freedom system. Okay. So now in single degree of freedom system, if we deflect this mass further in the downward direction by amount x. So suppose now our new position is suppose this is our new position. Okay, and now this distance is x. Now if we deflect this mass by amount x, okay, so what happened that you know that at this position now this is the maximum displacement, so we can say that at this position our displacement is maximum. So if our displacement is maximum and our velocity is zero, our acceleration is maximum but with phase angle 180 degree. Okay, you have studied that displacement, velocity and acceleration phase angles. It is at 180 degree. So we can say that maximum strain energy is stored at the extreme position. Here spring is deflected, so in spring strain energy is stored. Okay, this mass is moving element, so kinetic energy. It has a kinetic energy, it has a strain energy, or we can say potential energy. So at this position where velocity of mass is zero, at extreme position where displacement is maximum, velocity is zero, so maximum potential energy is stored in the spring and it is maximum. Now if we leave this mass, if I deflect, suppose this is a spring mass system, okay, if I deflect this, then this is displacement. If I leave this, then this will start to vibrate, okay. So if I leave this, so what will happen? This strain energy, whatever is stored, is offering. So in this condition, spring force is acting in this direction. Okay. Now it is so because of this spring force which is acting in upward direction, this mass will start to move in upward direction. Okay. So now as this mass start to move, it has some velocity. So we can say that the strain energy is converted into potential energy. Sorry, potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. अब यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? This distance x is reducing. Okay, distance x is reducing, so potential energy is reducing, but with the same time, velocity of mass is increasing, so kinetic energy of mass is increasing. So here potential energy is decreasing, kinetic energy is increasing. So here, as we have considered no losses there, total energy remains same. Okay, so total energy in the system is nothing but it's a summation of kinetic energy plus potential energy. Okay, so this vibration is nothing but it's a conversion of the energy from the potential energy to kinetic energy. Now at mean position velocity is maximum. Okay, and strain energy is zero because x is zero. Okay, so here complete strain energy is converted into kinetic energy. Now this this mass start to move in the upward direction. So again this kinetic energy start to convert in the potential energy. So vibration is nothing but a conversion of the energy from that kinetic to potential, potential to kinetic. If we talk about scientific definition, then it's a to and fro motion about mean position. To and fro motion of particles about mean position. Okay, so this is about the vibration. Now in this laboratory we have some setups where you can perform experiments. So first setup is, suppose this is a case of the absorber. Okay, case of the absorber. So what happened in this? Here we have a here we have a one spring mass system. This is a spring and this is mass. Okay, so single degree spring mass system. Okay, and here we are not aware about what is natural frequency of this. So first of all we have to determine what is natural frequency of this system. Okay, then the second part is we have to reduce its amplitude at resonance. You are very well aware about resonance. Okay, so at resonance our amplitude is continuously increasing. Okay, and in practical cases we can call it as a maximum. So at amplitude is maximum. So we have to reduce amplitude at the resonance condition. Okay, so for that one absorber is designed. Okay, so if we attach, so this is absorber. So absorber itself say that it absorbs something. Its name is absorber, so it absorbs something. Here it absorbs amplitude of the main system. This is called main system. Okay, and this is absorber system. So if we attach absorber system to main system, this absorber system will absorb amplitude of the main system. Okay, so it is called absorber. There are two another terms. Second is damper and third is isolator. Okay, when we talk about vibration, three terms are quite common. First is absorber, second is isolator, and third is damper. Okay, so damper you have already familiar with the bikes and four-wheelers. Okay, so in that case, shock absorber systems are there. It may be gas operated, may be liquid operated. Okay, so that is called damper. So basic purpose of damper is it dissipates the energy. suppose here we have discussed that spring mass system. Okay, so mass has a kinetic energy. Okay, and here we have considered there is no loss. So mass is moving like this. Okay, so what is purpose of the damper? It offer resistance to this motion. So as it offer resistance, because of this some energy is dissipated. So suppose if it is a maximum displacement, so because of the resonance, some energy lost will be there at the mean position. After that, the extreme position will be lower than this extreme position. Okay, so by this way, after some oscillation, it will come to rest. So that is dissipation of the energy. And another is the isolator. So basic purpose of isolator is, if you have a machine, so obviously if there is a reciprocating or rotary motion, there is always some vibration. Okay, that our main reason for vibration is rotation. Okay, so it may be reciprocating motion or rotary motion, so there is always some vibration. Now to isolate the foundation from this vibrating body, one special type of material is inserted in between these two or on the foundation. Okay, that is called isolator. Here you can see that there is one balancing machine, and balancing machine is rested on the isolators. Okay, so that type of rubber sheet is known as basically isolators. Okay, आपका जो engine होता है 4-wheeler का, वो direct chassis पे mount नहीं किया जाता, it is mounted on the rubber pad. Okay, so that rubber pad is isolator. Its purpose, its objective is to isolate those vibrations from the main chassis. Okay, so that is isolator. So here, suppose we have one single spring mass system. So suppose this is example of the base excitation. When you study vibration, okay, here force frequency is offered on the base. यहाँ पे base पे हम करते हैं. Okay, you have already studied in theory of the base excitation. There is one another case that force frequency is offered on the mass. Okay, there is one another theory, and in this theory we are generally offering forcing frequency on the base. Okay, so what happened that you are familiar that when resonance occur, the resonance occur when natural frequency match with the forcing frequency. But there is one another important thing that is missing is phase angle. You cannot generate resonance if your omega is equal to omega n. If your phase angle is not 90 degree, you cannot generate resonance. Okay, I will explain you. Sorry. Okay, just one minute. मैं आपको बताता हूँ. Suppose if we have one graph. This is true for this is phase angle, and this is omega by omega n. This is 0, 1, and it is greater than 1. Okay, this value is greater than 1. So when zeta equal to 0, zeta means no damping is present in the system. I am talking about this one particular case only. Okay, one particular case. There is no damping is present in the system. Suppose this is one spring, this is one mass, so we can see there is no damping. Okay, so for this case, what happens when you operate this machine, your phase angle will vary with this operating frequency. Up to resonance point, phase angle remains zero. Okay, at omega by omega n, suddenly phase angle will increase and it will reach to 180 degree, and after that for omega by omega n greater than 1, your phase angle will be 180 degree. ओके, तो जहाँ पे डैम्पिंग जीरो होता है वहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि आपको जीरो से सीधा 180 फेज एंगल मिल जाएगा एट दिस. सो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कैप्चर रेजोनेंस कंडीशन व्हेन देयर इज नो डैम्पिंग. अगर डैम्पिंग है तो क्या होगा, योर सिस्टम बिहेवियर विल बी लाइक दिस. फेज एंगल जो वेरिएशन होगा फेज एंगल का वो ऐसे होगा. ओके, बट इफ देयर इज नो डैम्पिंग योर वेरिएशन ऑफ फेज एंगल इज लाइक दिस. Variation of phase angle is like this. Okay, so if there is no damping is present, it's very difficult to capture this. See the variation in the phase angle. It will suddenly it will take at omega by omega equal to 1. तो यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? Here we have a single digit of freedom system. तो इसको हमने ये जो है उसका एक नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी होगा सिस्टम का. So this is omega n, that is root k by n, and here we are giving forcing frequency. Okay. So forcing frequency is omega. So at omega equal to omega n, resonance जनरेट होगा ना. ओके, तो यहाँ पे आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट दिया हुआ है, यहाँ पे एक पेंसिल का पॉइंट होगा. आपको क्या करना है, इसको डिफरेंट स्पीड पे वैरी करना है और हर स्पीड पे आपको उसका एम्पलीट्यूड मेजर करना है. क्योंकि आपको इसकी नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी पता नहीं है ना, आपको तो फाइंड आउट करना है. आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे स्पीड को वैरी करना है और आप जैसे जैसे वैरी करते जाओगे वैसे उसके एम्पलीट्यूड मेजर करते जाओगे. जो नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी होगी ना, वहाँ पे आपका एम्पलीट्यूड मैक्सिमम होगी. तो वो फ्रीक्वेंसी आप नोट भी करना कि भाई ये एम्पलीट्यूड ये आरपीएम का, ये एम्पलीट्यूड ये आरपीएम, ये आरपीएम, यहाँ से जो भी रीडिंग मिला. तो एक ऐसी स्पीड आएगी जहाँ पे आपका एम्पलीट्यूड मैक्सिमम होगा, दैट इज योर नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी. ओके, तो फर्स्ट टास्क है उसका नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी फाइंड आउट करना. अभी सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टम में हमें एक ही नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी है. उसके बाद क्या होगा, उसके बाद हमने इसको रेजोनेंस कंडीशन पे फिर से ऑपरेट करना है, क्योंकि हमें तो देखना है ना ये एब्जॉर्ब होता है कि नहीं. फिर आपको इसको अटैच कर देना है. अब क्या होगा, ये 2 डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टम बन गया. जब ये 2 डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टम बन गई तो अब इसकी हमें 2 नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी मिलेगी. ओके, तो अब क्या होगा, अगर हम ओमेगा बाय ओमेगा है और यहाँ पे सपोज हम लेते हैं x बाय एक्स के टी. ओके, तो एक्स के टी इज रिफ्लेक्शन एट जीरो फ्रीक्वेंसी. उससे आगे हमने mg वाला इक्वेशन में भी डेल्टा स्टैटिक लिखा था, दैट इज रिफ्लेक्शन ड्यू टू वेट ऑफ द मास. ओके, दिस इज x स्टैटिक इज नथिंग बट रिफ्लेक्शन एट जीरो फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड इट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड मैग्निफिकेशन फैक्टर. तो आपको जो क्वाड्रेंट है उसमें क्या है, एक मैग्निफिकेशन फैक्टर का इक्वेशन है. तो वो हमेशा ग्राफ उसका हमेशा 1 से स्टार्ट होगा, 0 से नहीं होगा. ऊपर और नीचे अगर हमने ओमेगा 0 कर दिया तो उसकी वैल्यू 1 आ जाती है. तो वहाँ पर जो ग्राफ है वो आपको 1 से स्टार्ट करना है. एक्स बाय एक्स स्टैटिक वर्सेस ओमेगा बाय ओमेगा है, तो वो आपका ग्राफ ऐसे आएगा. ओके, अब क्या होगा, अगर 2 डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टम बन गई तो हमें 2 फ्रीक्वेंसी मिलेगी. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, इसका जो ग्राफ बनेगा ना वो ऑलमोस्ट ऐसा बनेगा. ओके, 2 डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टम का ऐसे बनेगा. तो आपको क्या करना है, एक ये ग्राफ भी प्लॉट करना है, बाद में एक गेन सिस्टम का भी ग्राफ प्लॉट करना है और एक एब्जॉर्बर सिस्टम का भी ग्राफ प्लॉट करना है. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा कि सॉरी ये जो है ना ये ऑलमोस्ट यहाँ पे 0 होगा और इसके नीचे और एक ग्राफ आएगा और ये जो ग्राफ आएगा उसमें आपको एम्पलीट्यूड मिलेगा. ओके, तो ये आपको दिखाई देगा, यहाँ पे आपके ग्राफ 0 नहीं होगा लेकिन मिनिमम हो जाएगा एम्पलीट्यूड मेन सिस्टम का. ओमेगा बाय ओमेगा एन इक्वल टू 1. एक जो फ्रीक्वेंसी आपको मिलेगी वो ऑपरेटिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी जब ओमेगा बाय ओमेगा एन लेस देन 1 है वहाँ पे एक मिलेगी और एक ग्रेटर देन पे मिलेगी. तो यहाँ पे हमने देखा था फाई, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है फाई 180 डिग्री, यहाँ पे क्या होता है 0 डिग्री. तो यहाँ पे ये जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है ना वहाँ पे आपको मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड मिलेंगे, लेकिन फेज एंगल क्या है यहाँ पे 0 है फेज एंगल. ओके, तो फेज एंगल 0 मतलब दोनों जो पार्टिकल्स है वो एक साथ अपवर्ड डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में मूव होते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड इन फेज मोशन. ओके, और अगर आप ये फ्रीक्वेंसी देखोगे दैट इज एट 180 डिग्री. ओके, तो आपको एम्पलीट्यूड यहाँ पे भी मैक्सिमम मिलेंगे बट इट इज इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन. मोशन इज इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन. यू कैन कॉल इट एज अ आउट ऑफ फेज मोशन. सो हियर यू कैन सी इन फेज मोशन, आउट ऑफ फेज मोशन. ओके, तो ये सब रीडिंग आपको यहाँ पे लेना है, ग्राफ प्लॉट करना है जो टेम्पलेट में दे दिया. ओके, ना ना वो બધું સમજાય તમારે.
So just I am ready. What today morning I told you, the 2 degree freedom system. So sorry, taking 2 degree when we are attaching auxiliary mass, 2 degree pressure system, and 2 modes of you will see. One case both mass will go down when we start stroboscope lighting. Both mass will come down. That is mode 1, and both mass will go in opposite directions. That is mode 2, and that is 1 second.
Okay, so this is about the first.
एक फोटो लेना तो ले सकते हैं पूरा, उसका निकाल देंगे.
सर पैम्पलेट आप ये Okay, so this is about the first experiment. Our second experiment is about torsional vibration with damping. Okay, it is there. So simply now you are aware about the one system. So what is natural frequency of this? It is root k by n. Okay, but there it is in that experiment it's a disc and spring. Okay, so your natural frequency will be it's a torsional vibration. So now your natural